For this video, I'm going to make some adjustments to the rig, especially for the jaw, facial controls, as well as the jacket. As you can see, there's a little bit of overlap with the jacket. And then I'm going to get into the basic animations, which shouldn't take very long. So, first things first, I'll deal with the facial stuff. So I gotta set divisions to 0 first. I'm gonna have armature selected instead. Go into edit mode, and I'm gonna start adding bones. So I'll start with make these as small as possible so you don't visually get confused with all these bigger ones. I'll try to make them nice and small. So this one will be for the nose. Make one for the mid-brow. Make one for upper lips. I'll make these even smaller actually. Before I do this, I'm going to create, well, I should probably fix the jaw first. Because I didn't like how the lips were deforming on the edges. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to weight paint mode, go to my list, the head, I'm going to blend some of the weights. So everything, it's either like red, like 1 or 0. So the blue is 0, red is 1. I'm going to add some intermediate values so that hopefully it's going to change or improve the overall look of it. So I'm thinking if I make these 0.5, if I do the same thing here, oops. So those are 0.5, and I select the jaw, and I do the same thing. Now if I go to pose mode, it's a little bit more natural looking. I should probably fix that. Back into weight paint mode. And I'm going to make this influence. So for the head is going to give it 100% influence. For these ones, and for the jaw is going to give it 0 influence. So I don't know how that's going to look. I guess it's better, but it's not perfect, but it's good for now. Okay. So for the rest of the face, I'm going to quickly name these. Brow, mid, nose, lip, upper, lip, lower, we'll go one here, one here, and one here. Nose, I'll do one here for the upper part of the nostril. Lips, I'll do one, two, three, one, two, and with brow, one left, two left, should make some for the eyelid, one left. Upper nostril left. I should make a couple for the lower eyelid. Lower eyelid, one left. Lower eyelid, two left. Lip upper, one left. Lip upper, two left. Lip lower, one left. And I'll put this lip edge. Okay. So I'm going to select all these. So I've selected all the ones except for the ones in the middle. I'm going to press the period key. 3D cursor is where my the transform is going to be, right here. So if I shift D to duplicate, as you can see, it moves out to the right. So if I press escape, it snaps it back to the original position. So the duplicates are sitting on top of the original. So what do I do? What I do now is I press Control M and then press X because that's the axis in which I want it to mirror. So once I do that, I press Enter. So what I do now is I go to each one of these and I change the end of it to capital R. Okay, so I'm going to briefly hide the geometry, and I am going to take all these bottom ones and parent it to the jaw, Control P, keep offset, and take all the upper ones I just created, parent it to the head bone. So if I go into pose mode and I just say rotate the head, as you can see, I have the cursor at the, or I have the transform wherever the cursor is, so I need to press period again and put it to median point. The median point of these two joints, these two controllers here that I selected. So if I rotate it, then all the controllers that I just created follows. So what I need to do now, unfortunately, there's one other step, because if I just say select the geometry and go into just say weight paint mode, and I go to this list, the bones that I just created don't show up in this list here. So the only way to deal with that is to go in and manually add all of them in. So, okay, so the only way to deal with this is, gotta go back. So I've made a list of all the joints that I just created. So to go back into either edit mode or weight mode, I think I'll go to weight paint mode, and I'll start adding them. So to add one, all you have to do is press the plus button. So I guess I'll just quickly count them. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 32. Okay, so I'll start by naming first one. So everything's case sensitive, so make sure if you're going through the same process that you add all the appropriate uppercase or lowercase in your notes or whatever. Oops. I'll just pause it while I do this so you don't have to watch. Okay, so I've typed them all in. So now, if I go into wireframe, so all I have to do is go through these one by one. Is put the weight to 1. Radius 50. So for brow mid, I'll do all this here. Brow 1 left. I'll do all of this. Brow 2, get this, and brow 3 goes. Okay, and onto brow right. So first I have to check where my brow mid ended. So it ended right here. So this one's going to be boom, boom. I believe I had, yeah, that was about right. And brow 3 right, all these ones. Nose, I'm going to do the entire nose. nostril left. I'm actually going to pause this so you don't have to sit through the whole thing. Okay, so I painted all the weights, so if I go to the top, let's go down each one. So if I do solid mode, I should probably save this first. I'll add some subdivisions just so it looks better. So if I go to, with the bone selected, if I go to pose mode, I should probably first check if like all these bones are following the neck and head bone, and they are, which is great. So let's just say if I grab the nose, I can bring these up for like a snarl, I guess. Just say select the brow, the mid brow, can even make them squint a little bit. Another thing that I want to check out is if I can get him to do that thing with his teeth that Clint likes to do. I can't really do it. I think he likes to snarl his nose too. I think that looks pretty good. But anyways, I think you get the point. Undo all that. Okay, that looks pretty good. Now I need to make controls that will help him control the jacket geometry. So first I need to double check the sides here, make sure they don't do anything weird. Oh, the one thing I have to remember when you're rotating bones, especially if you have a whole bunch selected, if you rotate, it's right now it's under median point. It only rotates from one point. What you want is all the bones selected to rotate. So you press period and make sure you select individual origins. That way everything rotates. So I get a bit here. If I go to extreme, so this calls for a whole bunch more of those little bones, except it's going to be all around the jacket. So I'll just grab, we'll go to edit mode first. Grab one of these ones, and I'll go shift duplicate. Unparent from the head, so I don't need it to be. I'll make them a little bit bigger, so when I'm working with body, I'm out here, so I want them to be a little bit more visible. So I'll have one for the chest area at the front. So this would be like the top half of the front, bottom half of the front. I'll just duplicate these, and I'll put these here. So this will be the back of the coat. I probably need one for the sides. This one I'll lower. And so I'll do one for upper arm. So I gotta do one for the upper, back, front, and bottom. So I probably want one set for the elbow. So I've got a set here for the upper arm, set for the elbow, and one set for the forearm. So I think that's all the bones that I need. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to turn off the body geometry for now, just focus on the jacket. First I need to select all the ones I just created. Actually, I should make one for the shoulders. Actually, before, I was going to duplicate it, but before I do that, I should probably name these. So this one's going to be called Jacket, Front, Upper, Jacket, Front, Lower, Jacket, Back, Upper. Okay, I want to pause it for a bit, and I'm just going to name these real quick. Okay, so I've named all these bones now, so I'm going to select all of them again. Okay, again, press period, pivot point to 3D cursor, Shift D to duplicate, Escape to snap back, Control M, and then X. So I just got to go through all these bones and make sure that the last part of the name is capital R for right. one last one. Okay, finally. Okay, now that's all done. I'm going to parent all these to the appropriate bones. So I'll start with this, the body. So these ones I will I'll parent them to the spine or spine base, and all these ones I'll parent to the chest bone. These ones will be parented to the shoulder. I think I'll parent both the upper arm and elbow bones to the upper arm, and all these ones to the forearm. And the same thing on this side. Okay, so I want to go into pose mode, and I'm just going to quickly rotate some of these to make sure that these follow. Oh, I forgot. Oops. To duplicate these ones. So Shift D, Control MX. Okay. Press period, select individual origins. Oh, I forgot. I need to select the controller. Did I forget? Okay, that's working now. Okay, they all seem to be moving with the bones, except for these ones. Oops. What did I just do? Okay, they're all moving with the bones. Now, I have to select the jacket. I should probably say first. And in weight paint mode, I have to input all the names again. So I'm going to pause it here while I enter all the names. Okay, so I've got all these bones added. So what I have to do now is I'll go back here, set the division level view, subdivision levels to 0. Go to wireframe mode and weight paint mode. And I'll start doing. I'll start painting some weights here. So front, upper. Is going to be. I should set this to 1. Whoops. I've got the wrong bone selected. Going to erase all that. Going to mix. And do it again. Oops. Why am I... Why does it keep on selecting with that selected. Okay, I'm going to quickly go into, turn all this on. Select the bone and go into pose mode. Just want to make sure all this works. So hypothetically, if I grab all these bones, so I do this, and this comes out, or well, this is exposed. So if I pull this out, pull this forward, it helps a little bit, I guess. It's not perfect. I have to really, really pull it out. So if I go the other way, this, and the back is exposed. And then if I were to, I can adjust that. And if I go side to side, I get a bit of exposure here. So it's not perfect, but it's better than nothing, I guess. Okay, so that's good for now. I'm going to paint the weights for the arms and the shoulders, and I'll just pause it here while I do that. Okay, so I've painted the entire thing. So if I just go through them, it should all be good. So I'm just going to save that. And then let's quickly make everything visible. Go into pose mode. So I'll grab this one, for example. As you can see, there is a bit of stuff going on here. Where's my... So this can get a little bit tricky to like spot where all these controls are going. As you can see, if I just grab if I manage to grab the right ones, I can just adjust them to get rid of these overlaps. So that's good enough for now, I guess. Let's undo all this. I think this is long enough, this video, so I'm just going to cut it off here. I was going to do animations, but I'll just save that for the next video. But hopefully you found this helpful, and I'll see you in the next video. Okay, thanks.